So, welcome to Umbral. Umbral is a relatively interesting game because there's actually a really interesting story behind the game. And so, the original prototype for the game was actually made, I believe, as a college thesis, and then the creator, after many years, I believe, actually had the opportunity to sort of remake the game within a 2-week time span. And so, this is the final product that came out of it. There's actually two versions of the game. One is the version that came out after those 2 weeks, and then we have a version that was sort of updated after those 2 weeks. And so this is the updated version. And so in the game, you play as a test subject, but you're not just any normal test subject, no, because you are a prisoner who, well, if you're a prisoner, you sort of want to regain your freedom. That's the opportunity that you've been given, because these scientists have offered you your freedom back. In exchange, you have to become a lab rat. And essentially they're testing some weird otherworldly substance that they think might change the world. And so, yeah, I don't know why you would want goop inserted into you, so yeah, but anyways, something goes wrong, horribly wrong, as does things go in horror games. You awake to find the facility abandoned, everything is decrepit, and things are not as they seem, and yeah, you basically have to find your way out. That's a really long intro, I'm really sorry. But yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with Umbral. Alright, so
Subject number 47. Injection ready. Subject has been prepped and stabilized. If this is successful, you will fulfill your end of the agreement.
So I did actually watch. So the way that I discovered this game was that I actually found the devlog. It was recommended to me on YouTube, and so
What is that?
Fine. Let's look away. So the
What is that crystal?
rune. I'll write that down. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so those are Nordic runes, I believe. Yeah, I missed it. I can't parkour apparently, but I can't parkour. So yes, I did watch the devlog, and so as a result, I do have an understanding of how. Oh, another one. Cool. So I do have an understanding of how the enemy mechanics do kind of work. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Press 5. Oh, that's just one. Okay, cool. That is sure. Let's go to suspicious hallway. Hey, look, it's an arrow. Storage 2. Not enough power. Great. Hey. Hey. So I have a general understanding of how the... Did this thing just steal my... Jerk? This thing just stole my thing. Hey. You wanna fight? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm not going there. But I do have a somewhat general understanding of how the AI goes. And I say general because I didn't fully watch the video just in case.
Beacon initialization in progress. Error. Missing fragments detected.
What? Where? Oh, there you are. I do really like the blood running down the screen as sort of a visual. It's a very, very striking visual. Where? Well, I guess if I go down the bloody hallway, it's very distressing. Right, so I only partially watched the devlog just because I didn't want to spoil myself too much. But from what I understand, the oh, that's MC. But from what I understand, the creature does act like a bracken. He does act like Lethal Company's bracken.
It's dark in here.
You wanna fight, huh? You wanna fight? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, eh? Hey, hey, hey. Ah, you jerk. Where are you giving him with the balls? Where'd he go? Hey. Hey, you stole my crystal. I want it back. Okay, so he yoinks it, which is kind of annoying. But he's a lot less aggressive than a traditional bracken from what I understand. Oh sure, skitter away once you stole my stuff. Rude. This man stealing my stuff. Unbelievable. The absolute audacity. Can I put this? Oh, there we go. Pretty. Oh, okay, so that's how it works.
Seems to be locked. What are those lights for? What are those lights for?
Oh no, I had the voice double played. Okay, okay, so that's the amount of beacons that we have, I suppose. Understood. You better not steal my stuff.
Monitor status. Temporal fluctuations detected. Paradox formation imminent.
What do you mean paradox? Why do we have a paradox? What do you mean paradox? Don't paradox. Never paradoxes. Never good. Never good. Ooh, nice. We're almost there. I have not been keeping track of the signs. Oh, there's one right there. Cool. Okay, so we have 4. Cool. So there's four of them, right? Do I have a flashlight? I don't have a flashlight. Oh, how will I ever survive? That's just green. Okay, so this is a newly unlocked area from what I understand, because it's just... What do you want? Hey, I don't got no money. I'm poor, I'm a prisoner. I don't get paid for this. Okay, so I don't know what the order of this is. So usually keypads are what? Okay, so maybe 3, 1, 5, 9. Oh, that works. Sick. I thought it would be there. I thought so. Alright, let's go.
Beacon reinitialization started.
It worked. I stabilized it. Then why am
Yeah.
I still here? No. This was supposed to fix it. This was supposed to set me back. It was never trying to stop me. It was trying to warn me.
Wait, what? Oh, so that thing was human. Oh, okay. Wait, was that thing human? I'm sorry, I'm really dumb. I don't understand the plot. I'm really sorry that your story is wasted on my brain cells. I'm really sorry. I'm surprised I actually finished it that fast, huh? Oh wait, was that? I'm surprised I actually finished it that fast. Maybe I wasn't supposed to write down the runes. Okay, yeah, I do like the visual style. I do think that obviously it's a nice looking game, right? But I do think that visually as well, with the blood running down the screen, I really like that for like going insane type of deal. I do like that. Sometimes it does get kind of obnoxious because you can't really see anything, I think. But other than that, like it was fun. The main problem is, I think, because I had a general idea of how the enemy AI worked, it sort of removed me from the general sense of like just how scary the enemy should be, right? Because I think if you I mean, okay, I'm a horrible example to go off of horror, just because usually horror doesn't affect me as much. I'm sure you've seen that throughout like every one of my single videos. But yeah, I'm sure that watching the devlog did actually affect my perception of the game, just because like you can see I was like, hey, fight me, right? Right. So I'm pretty sure that did affect me somewhat. But I think if it was someone who didn't understand or didn't have a general idea of how the enemy AI worked, I think this would be that would be a lot more of a scary presence, just because you're like, what do I do with him? Like, I can't fight him or whatever, right? So there's that. Other than that, I mean, it's not like this game was particularly hard, and it's not like the map was particularly big either. I was able to navigate it pretty fast. Maybe it's because I didn't explore that much of it, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the map is actually bigger, but yeah. Or maybe this game is actually different from the original. Maybe they updated it. I'm not too sure. But other than that, yeah. I didn't like how it was trying to warn us, because it did seem like so from what I understand of the story, don't quote me on this, we become one of those creatures, right? We become one of those creatures because we've been exposed to the substance. Because from what I understand in the context of the lore, is that the Umbral is this sort of limbo in between worlds, and maybe trying to cross in between worlds and become one of those creatures. Also, this is all speculation based on like what's written on the itch.io page, which I feel like a lot more should have been described in the game. Just because if I have to read an extra page to understand the game, I think that's sort of a that's sort of a storytelling type of issue. But look, it's a game made in 20 minutes, not 20 minutes. It's a game made in 2 weeks, and aesthetics wise and enemy AI wise, it works perfectly fine. So I'm not gonna focus too much on the story and lore. But I do like how the enemy AI does actually relate to the overall sort of goal of the creature. It's not like confrontational, right? It's like the reason why it doesn't like kill you, it steals the crystals because it wants to stop you from reactivating the beacon and getting you to turn to one of those things as well, right? So I do like that thematically or story wise as well, right? And it's done in a way where so I obviously mentioned that the enemy is inspired by the Bracken from Lethal Company. So I do like how its presence there, right? The idea of its presence, it's non-confrontational and sort of just hanging in the background. I do like how even though it's non-confrontational, it still has that sort of atmospheric horror, right, element, just because it's like constantly watching you, it's following you, right? So that plays into the story of the game, which I do appreciate. Other than that, I mean, because of how fast I actually finished it, there's really not much else I can comment on it. Looking at some of the other comments of the game, so apparently some people actually had problems with finding their way, but actually I'm curious, do the crystals actually spawn in different places? Because maybe I just had really
Number 47. Injection ready. Subject has been prepped and stabilized. If this is successful, you will fulfill your end of the agreement.
because I'm really curious, did I just get really lucky crystal spawn points, or are they always at the same spot?
What is that crystal?
Like maybe I just got really lucky with the enemy spawn points. Right.
A keypad.
Which I'm not sure if I did.
What is that? Guessing that crystal I saw. What was in there? Guessing that crystal I saw. What was in
Missing
there?
fragments detected.
I actually don't really remember all the crystal places, so they could be completely like random for all I know. But yeah, this element of just blood like flowing down, I think is really cool. Because for me, the crystals were at the entrances of places. Like I opened the door, I could just no, okay. So they're not randomized. So maybe they played the pre-update version of the game where the crystals were a bit harder to find. Maybe, I'm just not too sure. But overall, yeah, it was a pretty fun experience. And yeah, I didn't really have much trouble navigating the place. But again, maybe that's because it was after the update. I'm actually not too sure when they update the game. But yeah, I think that about wraps up for me today. Yeah, I mean, I think I already rambled long enough. But yeah, if you're interested in trying out the game for yourself, the game is on itch.io. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And yeah, make sure to support dev and all that stuff, because I do think that this is atmospherically really cool. And I am really interested to see if they can actually turn this into a full game. Because this does feel kind of SCP-ish. Yeah, so I'm quite interested to see where this dev goes, especially especially if they're gonna maybe use some ideas from this game, use some of the same aesthetics or AI in their future projects. But yeah, I think that about wraps up. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you are, and see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you and take care. Bye.